Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Manhood Mondays with Coach Ellis. This is the day where I spend just a little time talking to men about man issues. And this is how to be a good father, how to be a good husband, how to be a good provider. And today I want to talk about a subject that I ran across over this past weekend that really touched home. So I want to talk today about a father's role in a teenage daughter's life. A father's role in a teenage daughter's life. Now, we all know that fathers are important in every child's life, and even if you don't know your father wasn't present, your father was an absentee dad, he was still important in your life, whether he's really there or you're imagining that he's really important. And in this particular case that I'm thinking about, this was I was watching another coach on television do some things, and this coach told this father, said what your daughter needed was guidance and focus, not space and time. And without getting into all that particular situation, I thought it was a real insightful statement by this coach to a father. In most cases, when young girls get into their teenage years and are starting to become young women, fathers tend to back off. That's mom's domain. And she starts hormonal changes and those things. That becomes mom's domain. And we tend to back off. What I've come to realize is that time, more than any other time, your daughter needs to see your consistency. Let's be honest, guys. When they're entering into this becoming a woman stage, it scares us. It baffles. I mean, we know their mom, we know our sister, we know other women. It scares us because we feel helpless and hopeless. Our baby girl is growing up. We want her to stay our baby girl her entire life. But because time doesn't stop and life won't end, we have to make sure that we are consistent with how and what we do reference our daughters. So at this time, and they're going through their stages and phases, they're going through their changes, what they need from us is focus and direction, guidance. Well, yeah, but coach, at that stage, they don't listen to anybody. It doesn't matter if they listen or not. It matters that you say it. And as you speak to them, trust me, while they may not be listening to you, they are hearing you. I am amazed, I am surprised at some of the statements that my daughters have come back and said, hey, you didn't think I was listening, did you? But I heard you. I'm amazed at sometimes that 10, 12, 15 years later, something I said to them in their teenage years now comes back up, especially as one has a daughter. She'll say, you told me that. And I didn't think they were listening, but they heard me. And what I was able to do, provide them guidance and focus. The last thing they needed was space and time. Here's what I've come to realize. The most important thing to a woman as she grows up and as she enters in a relationship is safety and security. And she learns what to expect or not to expect in safety and security by her father. So in this time of turmoil and in this time of change, her seeing her father provide focus and direction, instructions, not space and time, reassures her that no matter what she does, he will not leave her. He is her rock. And what we can do for our daughters is ensure, no matter how they act, because let me tell you something. If you think the mama crazy, daughter crazy, and you have an extra special patience for your daughter than you do for their mother. Even if you married to her, there's something about your baby girl. But when she gets crazy, she needs to know that you are there. I used to tell my daughters, and I think I got this from Bernie Mac, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And no matter how they acted, I remind them, I love you, and there's nothing I can do about it. And as long as your last name is mine, I am your father. I'm your daddy. And so I don't have the luxury of being your friend. I have the responsibility of being your father. And so during this time, when you're losing your mind, I won't lose mine, because I will be that safe place for you. When you are beyond and out of control, I will be in control. I'll be firm, but in control. And you'll know that I am that rock. And with that, when I lay down the law, it is the law. You ain't got to like it. You're going to have the last word as long as I have the last action. And at the end of the day, when they are now 20 and 30, they're in their marriage, they're in the relationships, they remember, this is how a man's supposed to be in my life. When nothing goes right, he is my rock. And I am her rock until I hand her off to her husband. Then he assumes that position as the rock. So, men, don't pull away from your daughters when they go through their transitions. Men, don't give them space and time. Give them focus and direction. Remind them of who they are. Remind them of who they are designed to be. Remind them of how they were created. Remind them of what their future is. Don't be absent in their biggest time of need. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. If you got questions, comments, or suggestions, hit me up at coach@elliscrum.net or catch me on Facebook at Coach Ellis. Here's your affirmation. I am the father of a young queen. And in order for her to be all she should be, I must set the conditions that give her safety and security. When she transitions, I will be steady. When she is off the chain, I will be steady. When she has lost her mind, I will be steady. I will give her direction. I will give her focus. I will not give her space and time. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. Have a one-tabulous Manhood Monday. Bye-bye.